Hi everyone, I'm Sara Naveed. I'm a Pakistani fiction writer and I've written 2 books so far, Undying, Affinity and Our Story Ends Here. Video is one of the most requested videos. I used to receive a lot of requests from various emerging writers. Wanted to know what's the process of getting published in Pakistan and India. So taking their requests into account, I thought why not make a video which can be helpful as well as informative. I'll try to give out as much information as possible. I'll share my experiences with you. So let's just get into the video. Basically, getting published in Pakistan can be a bit tricky and a bit difficult as well because unfortunately we do not have many publishing houses in Pakistan. There are quite a few who are working, and publishing fiction, but there are many who are only interested in publishing educational books or academic books. When I set out to, look out for publishers, I could not find anyone, and nobody was interested in publishing a romance novel in English, and that's why I got so many rejections. Of course, I faced a lot of rejections from the international publishing houses as well. I could not get a literary agent for myself. I could not get published in India for my first book. So yeah, I thought why not go with the Amazon KDP? Why not go with self-publishing? In this video, I'll be covering different modes of publishing as well as how to get published in Pakistan or India. There are 3 modes of publishing. First is traditional publishing, second is self-publishing, and third is vanity publishing. I don't know if you've heard of that term or not, but I'm going to explain all of these 3 in front of you. Traditional publishing is actually the main publishing. All the big main publishing industries you see out there, be it Penguin, be it HarperCollins, Bloomsbury, Macmillan, Random House. There are so many. These publishing houses do not charge the author anything. The author does not have to spend a single penny in this process. Consider yourself lucky if you're getting published through a traditional publishing house, because the perks of getting published through a traditional publishing house are definitely out there, and they're definitely very amazing. The experience is overwhelming and you feel like you already feel like an author, a successful author. They treat you really well, they market your book really well. So yeah, I'd always prefer traditional publishing houses over any other publishing houses. Traditional publishing houses do not accept unsolicited manuscripts. They do not accept any unsolicited submissions. So to reach the publishing houses, you have to look out for literary agents. We do not have any literary agents in Pakistan. So if you want to get published in US, Australia or Canada, then you have to look out for a literary agent. A literary agent acts like a middle party between the traditional publisher and the author. So what happens is you look out for a literary agent who is interested in your genre. And when you find that literary agent, you sign a deal with them. So when you have a literary agent on board, literary agent, he does all the work for you. He looks out for the publishing houses. He finds a publishing house who would be interested in publishing your book. So, the process, this is the only process of getting published through a traditional publishing house. Otherwise, I don't think you can really reach out to them. I'm talking about the ones who are based in US, UK, Australia or Canada. The publishing industry in India is booming right now. So yeah, even if you want to get published through traditional publishing houses that is based in India, you have to look out for a literary agent. Fortunately, it's quite easier to get published in India because you can find the literary agents on the web quite easily, and they are also very responsive, so you don't have to wait for their emails, you don't have to wait for months to get a reply from them. So it's easier to get a book deal from an Indian publishing house as compared to the international ones. Second method I was talking about was vanity publishing. Guys, if you're emerging writers, if you're aspiring writers, then beware of vanity publishing houses, because all they do is they suck up all your money and they ask you to invest money. I know most of the writers are amateur. They're just beginning, they're just starting their careers, and they really don't have much money to spend on this process. So you should not get in touch with them. You should not get in touch with the publishing houses who ask money in return. So they ask for a lot of money, and obviously nobody would like to pay for becoming a writer. I don't think that's suitable. Third publishing method is self-publishing. I guess this is one of the most safest choices, especially if you're going to start your career in writing. When I started my journey as a writer, I opted this self-publishing mode because I could not get in touch with any literary agent. I could not find any publishing house in Pakistan or even in India. So what I did was I signed up for self-publishing. I self-published my book. I made it available on Amazon with the help of Createspace independent publishing. Createspace is basically an independent publishing project started by Amazon itself. So what happens is you upload your heavily edited manuscript on the platform, and then they publish your book for free. There are no charges for that, and then you just have to upload your manuscript, upload your book cover, and follow some instructions, and then your book is out there. You can ask people to read your book on Kindle. The good thing about Createspace is that they offer your book both in physical as well as ebook. So yeah, you get a lot of opportunity over there to create a name for yourself. I self-published my first book, which was Undying, Affinity, and after my book was available on Amazon, I talked to a local publishing house that was based in Lahore. They had close links with the Readings bookstore. By the way, Readings is one of the biggest bookstores in Lahore right now. So they had links with Readings bookstore, and with the help of that bookstore, they helped me with the distribution as well. So yes, I did spend some money while getting my books printed over here, because importing books from Amazon was becoming a bit expensive for me. And at that time, I had just started my own job, my day job, and I had some of my savings, and with the help of those savings, I invested in this process. So to get my books printed, to get my books out there in the Pakistani market, I went for a bit of investment. I invested around a lakh in this process, and I got I got 500 copies printed. Yes, and later I asked my publisher to print more 300 copies. So yeah, the process was a bit costly for me, but again, if you're not interested in getting a physical copy of yourself, and if you really want your book to be available on Amazon, so that people can download on Kindle or order themselves a physical copy, so yeah, that option really works. So these are the three methods you can get yourself published. First one was traditional publishing, second was vanity publishing, and third is self-publishing. Self-publishing really works for writers who have just started their careers. I mean, first get your book self-published, market your book on social media, ask your friends to read it, ask for honest reviews from book bloggers, from readers, and then make a name for yourself. And when your book becomes a hit, when your book becomes successful, then maybe you can try with a traditional publishing house when you're going to publish a second book of yours. That's what happened with me actually. So yeah, I'm sort of sharing my own success story with all of you. I self-published my first book, and with my second book I got lucky because I got a contract made with Penguin India. They made a 2-book deal with me, and they published both of my books simultaneously, and I'm really happy about that. The feeling is really overwhelming. The process of submitting a manuscript is not really tricky, and it's not difficult as well. You just have to follow some steps, and then you go. Most of the publishing houses, they ask for a book blurb, and first 3 or 2 sample chapters of your book, and that's it. You just have to send them a query letter. A query letter is basically a letter in which you convince the literary agent or the publishing houses about your book. You tell them why they should publish your book. The query letter should consist, all that convincing part, as well as a bit brief, a bit information about your book, about yourself as well, and then you attach book blurb and the sample chapters in that letter. And then you send it across to the literary agent or the publishing house, and then wait for them to respond. And normally, most of the publishing houses take 2 or 3 months to respond to your query, and if in that time period you do not receive a reply from them, then consider maybe they have turned down your manuscript. Most of them also come with reply, and they sort of reject you flatly on your face. And but you should never feel discouraged, and that happens. I got it rejected so many times, but I did not give up, because the urge of seeing myself as a writer was so strong that I did not stop. I could not stop, because I wanted to become a writer. I wanted to achieve this goal, because this has been my dream for so long. And when it finally and when you finally see yourself up there, you just feel proud of yourself. So I would really encourage you to not stop sending your manuscripts. Do not stop sending submissions. Do not stop believing yourself, because if you stop, maybe you will be killing your dreams. As far as marketing is concerned, traditional publishing houses definitely help you a lot with the marketing. They have a very strong marketing strategy, and they have very effective marketing plans. But being an author in this age, in the digital age, we should also play some role as far as marketing is concerned. I am very active on social media, and I try and promote my book shamelessly as much as I can, because I think it's our duty, it's our product. We want to sell our product, and there's no shame in promoting your product on social media. So even till now, it's been a year since my second book, Our Story Ends Here, came out, and I'm still promoting it. So you should not stop promoting your product, because that's your book, and you have to reach out to as many people as you can. I also received some questions from people, and they asked me if there was some potential in poetry. Definitely there is. You can come across a lot of publishers in Pakistan who are interested in accepting poetry submissions. So yeah, you can look out for them, and there's a lot of demand for the poetry side. Authors like Rupi Kaur. I mean, they're doing amazing work out there, and her books are selling worldwide, and she's a bestseller already. So so yeah, poetry does have a potential, and it does have a certain market for itself. So if you want to submit something in poetry, then do not hesitate. Just go for it. If you're really interested in making a career in fiction writing, then the best way to start is Wattpad. Wattpad is an online platform that allows you to post your books for free, and readers can read your work for free and then comment on it. They can share your story, they can comment on your story, they can give votes to your story. So Wattpad is an excellent platform for amateur writers, and if you're a fan fiction writer, and if you love writing about fan fictions, then this is the definite space for you. Apart from that, join book groups. Join book groups on Facebook. Join Goodreads. You can also join book clubs on Goodreads, and talk about books. Talk about your passion. Talk about the book you're working on. This way you make a lot of bookish friends, and this is how you generate a circle for yourself. This is how you generate a market for yourself. So market your work as much as possible. Be active on social media, be active on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and allow people to talk to you. Be interactive as much as you can, because that's what I've learned from my experience. So guys, if you really want to become a writer, and if you really want to become a serious writer and pursue your career in this field, then you should not stop believing yourself. Keep trying, keep sending your manuscripts. For those who are interested in getting published in Pakistan, there's a very good publishing house that's based in Karachi. The name is Mongrel Groups. I'll also give link to their website down below in the description box, so you can check them out. They accept 2 manuscripts every year, and they really work amazing. They're working just like traditional publishing houses. So if you want to publish yourself, if you want to get published in India, then you can look out for different literary agents that are based in India, and you can easily find them on the web. So I really wish you all the best, and if you want to watch such kind of videos more, then please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Though I'm not a beauty blogger, I'm not a makeup artist, and I don't think I would be uploading more stuff on this channel, but whenever I do, I really want all of you to watch my videos. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure talking to all of you. Bye.